Good morning, you listen to FordDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Ryan King, a co-owner at National Design Mart. Ryan, how you doing?
I'm good today. How are you, sir?
I'm good. It's good to talk to you. So you're up in Medina, Ohio. It's just south of Cleveland, slightly west of Akron, right?
Yep, we've got a really good sweet spot for a geographical location here for us. We're about 30 minutes south of Cleveland, 15 minutes west of Akron. We draw a little bit out of the northern Columbus area.
And I hear it's pretty impressive what you got going on there. Your dad started the business, and then you guys decided to go big with a one-stop shop location. You got a 150,000 square foot store. I mean, you sell flooring, countertops, cabinets, home decor, and hardware, right?
Yeah, so just kind of the progression of the business. You know, my dad, very humble beginnings, has owned his own floor covering store since 1980. Was more of a sample type store, and then kind of progressed about 22 years ago into what we consider a stocking store in a retail location that was kind of out in the middle of nowhere to a certain degree. You know, just made a name for ourselves and, you know, quality work and value as far as what our consumer was spending. And me and my brother just kept increasing the business. Again, we were traditionally retail to begin with, and we just kind of kept branching off, and we finally got to the point where we had 2 retail stores, we had a cabinet division, and then we had a countertop division, and some of those locations were separate locations, and we condensed it down to 2, and we built a brand new, at the time was 151,000 square feet. Now we've since added actually another 90,000 square feet of warehouse. We're pushing a little more than 250,000 square feet under roof right now.
Okay, and you sell furniture as well?
Yeah, we kind of dabble with the furniture stuff. We brought the furniture in really to set up room scenes for our consumers so that they could see products on the floor in kind of a room setting. That's what people want to see, right? I mean, what it's going to look like in my home or a home. It was funny, 2 weeks after the grand opening, we had people, well, how much is this? How much is this?
Yeah.
And we said, oh, well, let's go ahead and start pricing stuff out, and we kind of got into the furniture business.
I've also kind of perused around in your website. I see where you have a lot of designers. So, I mean, it's not just come in and buy boxes of product. I mean, come in here and get some help, and the consumer walks away with the right product, right?
Yeah, we're pretty much full service. So we staff about 10 designers. They're here to assist our salespeople and also assist our consumers. There's no charge for it. You know, it's just kind of an added touch for our customers to be able to say, oh, you know, we worked with a designer. It was free. You know, they really kind of put everything together for us. And sometimes somebody likes that kind of special touch that maybe a designer can put on something, their project, that really helps kind of close the deal for us.
This next question, I put a caveat to it. Obviously, we're in 2020, and we've all been impacted by a slowdown at the beginning of the year. But tell us how business has been so far.
You know, I've listened to a lot of your other podcasts with some of the other retailers and guys around the country, and I think we're following suit with the other people who are out there. You know, we were shut down for about 7 or 8 weeks for retail. We're very diverse as a company. We do builder, multifamily, commercial, you know, new construction. It was definitely a little fearful during the shutdown and seeing what was going to happen once things got reopened. We're trending pretty similar to what last year was.
Okay.
Year to date, I think we may be up 7 or 8%. So I think in a COVID year, I think we're happy with that.
So there's a chance that your numbers in 2020 will beat your 19 numbers.
Feel really confident. This fourth quarter's coming on strong. You know, the election years are always a little dicey from years past. This late October, we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown, and we feel like that's election-based, strictly on the retail, but everything else is super hot right now. So we feel confident that 2020 is going to exceed 2019. Yeah,
we all feel lucky that the homeowner has decided to put more attention and focus on the home. So let's ask, how's that changed the mix? What's selling now versus, say, what was selling last year?
Hardwood was tailing off a little bit during 2019, and early 2020, our hardwood sales really kind of dropped. You know, everybody loves that waterproof story with the SPCs, and the visuals that they're coming out with now are really tremendous. So we've moved away from some stocking inventories on hardwood and pushed some categories toward, you know, SPC products, waterproof products.
Okay, and how about on the soft surface? You seeing, first let's talk, you know, big picture, is carpet selling better this year than it did last year?
Yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers really, really hard. From what my sales reports show, yes. Yeah, carpet is actually up.
And what type of carpet is selling out there for you?
You know, I'm a little old school, right?
Yeah.
I kind of follow the path that my dad taught me, right?
Right.
So my father was big on value, right? We buy and we sell on value. And in today's day and age, the polyester type products for us are selling 10 to 1 over a nylon.
Is that right?
And that's based on value.
Okay. And so do you think it's because the hand, it feels softer, or why do you think the consumer's gravitating toward the PET?
I actually do all the buying here. So I look at the PET, the super soft type products, and then you get some that are kind of that what they call soft enough, right?
Yeah.
And I've kind of ventured into that soft enough category, and those products I can tell you stall out on our sales floor from an inventory standpoint. People like that nice soft feel.
When it comes to performance, lasting performance, there's all kinds of different factors that go into the performance. I mean, there's construction, there's gauge, there's stitch, there's twist, all those things. Do you feel like that with PET, the consumer's going to get a product that's going to last as long as other options?
In my opinion, based off of what our track record is, I mean, my father started buying polyesters when they first came out, and I can tell you that claim for claim, doesn't matter if it's a polyester or a nylon, they're right there side by side. And in my opinion, the polyesters are going to perform equally to a nylon.
All right. So let me ask you this. Traffic, as far as who's coming in your store right now, are people shopping more online, or are they coming in the store? I mean, you got a one-stop shop, so you've built a showcase there to invite people to come in. What's going on there?
I mean, we built this facility. We wanted to be a destination.
Yeah.
I mean, we wanted people to hop in the car, and we have people, when they come in, they spend 3 or 4 hours here because there's that much to look at. We have an indoor slab yard. We stock about 1,100 slabs. Inventory on our carpet end, we stock about 600 rolls. LVT, hard surface products, we've probably got 200 pallets of product on our floor, and then all the furniture kind of thrown in. And we actually have a kind of a self-serve cafe. It's closed right now because of COVID. Yeah. We also have a kids' kingdom where they can drop their kids off and then go shop. So from a traffic count standpoint, we're actually up about 11% year to date. We keep those records on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So we track those pretty hard. That traffic count, even with the 7 or 8 week shutdown with COVID, our traffic count's up about 11%.
That's fantastic.
And year to date, just to kind of give you an idea of the volume, about 28,000 people through the door year to date.
I noticed that you offer free carpet installation. Do you think that's something just to counter what's going on at the home centers? Or what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, 65% of retail floor covering sales goes to a major box store. I find it somewhat humorous. The independent retailers think that, the guy down the street that's another independent retailer is his competition. They're not. It's the box stores.
Right.
Sean and Mohawk will both tell you what those numbers are. So got to find a way to lure that customer and get that customer to your store instead of a major box store. So that's one way that we try to get that consumer to us.
So, Ryan, you're kind of refreshing. You're a little bit younger than some of the folks that are doing what you do. Are you the next leadership, the next generation of what's going to happen in the flooring business?
Gee, I hope so. It's a good industry. My father taught me and my brother from a young age, get up and go to work. And we do that. We're extremely active in the business, both my brother and I. He runs more the stone side of our business to where I'm more so on the flooring side.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting the next couple of years with the older generation and what they're going to do. And if they don't have children that want to potentially take over the business and seeing that transition, either they're going to close it or try to sell it. And who knows how that business prospers from that transition. So
I applaud two things for you. I applaud your focus on design. I mean, you've got, like I say, I look at your website, you got these designers that are working for you, and I applaud these vignettes. I mean, you put room scenes in. That gets the consumer comes in and can see what it looks like, right?
Yeah, and we're constantly changing things. We try to be on the cutting edge. I'm a firm believer in this business. If you're not accelerating, you're decelerating. So there's no middle ground. You're either up and away or going the other direction.
Thanks for spending time with us. Again, been talking to Ryan King, a co-owner of National Design Mart in Medina, Ohio, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.